Welcome, everyone, to the Self-Mastery Solstice Masterclass. I am so excited to be here with you all. And it's great to see some of you that know that you're here, even if you don't have your video on, that I haven't seen in a while. It's really super sweet. I'm feeling so much light and so much love. And this is just such an epic way for us all to celebrate solstice together. So happy solstice and happy summer solstice to everyone that is in the northern hemisphere, and happy winter solstice to everyone who's in the southern hemisphere. I'm in the northern hemisphere, and around these parts we're all saying happy summer solstice, but I like to remember that we're not all in the northern hemisphere, and some of us are like, woo, it's the summertime, and some of us are going into a more internal place for winter. So it would be wonderful if down in the chat box you would introduce yourself, and you'll just see on the bottom of your screen there's a little box that says chat. You can click on that and just say hi and your name and where you are tuning in from. And if you want to stay anonymous, then you can stay anonymous, but it's always really sweet for us all to connect here. So to prepare for this masterclass, it's really wonderful if you create a quiet space for yourself, if you turn the ringer off of your phone. And I realized that my ringer it just went bing, even though I thought it was off. So it's just one of those things that if your ringer's off, it helps you to stay really super present here. It'll be very helpful to have something to take notes with. You can use a notebook and a pen, or you can use your computer. It's always really sweet to create a sacred space for yourself. So lighting a candle, if you have one, might be nice, or smudging yourself with sage or with Palo Santo is always nice. If you don't like sage or Palo Santo, you can use a little essential oil or mist yourself with rose water. And then it's always sweet if you have something, a sacred object like a crystal or a talisman or something that you feel is going to hold space for you today. So you can get all of those things to prepare, and I'll just give you all a moment to do that. Great. And now we will continue to flow. So again, welcome to the Self-Mastery Solstice Masterclass. Today, I, Ann Vandewater, am here at Rancho La Puerta in Baja, Mexico, where I am teaching and I am coaching. And I am on the gorgeous first land of the first people here named the Kumeyaay at the base of the sacred mountain, Mount Cuchuma. And it's really special to be here because the energy is so powerful. It's a very powerful portal. So I'm beaming you all lots of good mojo from this gorgeous place on planet Earth. And I'm just gonna look at all the chats. Yay! We have La Quinta represented, Santa Barbara, Zurich, Switzerland, Santa Barbara. We've got Massachusetts, Santa Barbara, Portland, Oregon, Ojai, California. Yes, we've got so many beautiful places on the planet being represented. So welcome. And I'm just so happy that we have so much good mojo from planet Earth today, because it's a huge part of our celebration is connecting with Mother Earth, who's part of this magical cosmos that gets all of its mojo from the sun. So we're going to start with a guided meditation because it's always really nice for us to gather all of our energy together and to set our intentions. So I invite you to take your most comfortable position. If you're sitting on the floor, of course, legs crisscross is always welcome. But if you're sitting in a chair, try bringing the soles of your feet flat so you can really connect with Mother Earth. Try doing this mudra, touching the tips of your thumbs and your index fingers together. This mudra represents the harmonious connection of your body, mind, heart, and spirit. If you want to ground your energy, try facing your hands down. If you want energy and you want to expand, then try facing your hands upwards. Then close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. But if it's not, then keep your eyes open and you can just gaze at a still point out in front of you. I am going to keep my eyes open so that if there are more people that are joining in, I'm aware of that, but you all can close your eyes if you wish. So begin to tune into your breathing, taking slow, deep, and steady breaths in and out through your nose. Slowly breathe in. Slowly breathe out. Peacefully breathe in. Peacefully breathe out. Breathe in light, freedom, and space from the sun, from the sky, from the cosmos. Breathe out and embody light, freedom, and space. Breathe in love, support, and healing energy from Mother Earth. Breathe out and embody her love, her support, her healing energy. Visualize that you have a root that's growing from the base of your spine and it's traveling down, down, down into the heart of the planet. At the heart of the planet, visualize that there's a huge spherical shaped clear quartz crystal. Imagine that the end of your root is wrapping around that crystal. And imagine that that crystal is magnetizing and pulling all stress, all tension, all heavy energy out of you. Visualize that it's smoke flowing down your root into the crystal. And the crystal absorbs it. And then it transmutes it and transforms it into pure healing earth energy that rises as a white light from your crystal, up your root, up your spine. And then visualize that that white light expands out to every cell, every thought, every emotion, imbuing you with Mother Earth's healing energy. From this calmer place within, visualize that there is a beam of golden solstice light flowing from the sun down through the crown of your head. And imagine that this golden light flows down into your heart, into your body, into your mind, raising your vibration with this golden solstice sunshine. And imagine that the golden light dissolves away all not true self energy, all the stuff that you may have picked up on from other people, places, and things that are not aligned with your true self. Visualize that this golden light raises your vibration to a higher frequency where you are matching the light of the sun, the light of the solstice. And then visualize that that golden light goes all the way down your root into the crystal, and the crystal goes woo with a bunch of pure white healing light. And the crystal sends a beam of white healing light all the way back up your root, up your spine, out through the crown of your head, and up to the sun. And the sun blasts golden light. And now bring your focus to that divine line of love and light You are the portal between Mother Earth and the crystal at the core of Mother Earth and the golden sun, the solar star at the center of our solar system. And just feel yourself as a light being here on planet Earth to do the work of the sun, as a light worker, as a luminary. And feel all this love for yourself as a cosmic sun child, as a light being, as a luminary, with so much to share, with so much love, with so much gratitude for yourself, for our cosmos, and blast that light and that love from your heart out through your whole inner space. And imagine that it just dissolves away any stress, any tension, any not true self energy as you reclaim with self-worth the light that you are. Remembering that you are light filling up space, and then expand that light all around you and visualize that you are sitting here in a big sphere of golden sunshine that's creating a safe and a sacred space for you to do this sacred solstice work. And that will attract to you everything that you need today with your luminosity, with your illumination, with your light-centered consciousness. And then visualize that all of your energy that may feel like it's dispersed out in the world of people, places, and things, to the past, to the future, are golden orbs of light, and gather them all up and bring them all up to the sun. Let the sun purify all of that dispersed energy so it returns back to its full potency. And then visualize the bottom of the sun opens and golden light comes pouring down through the crown of your head. So you feel all of this fresh, new energy coming back to you. The energy that you need as a light worker, as a luminary, as a being of love, as a being of light. And to do this deep transformational work that we are here to collectively do together. And then reconnect with Mother Earth. So you feel that grounding as you feel the expansion of the sun, and then bring your awareness back to your heart. And from our hearts, we are setting a very clear intention for our masterclass together on Solstice. We are here to raise our vibration to match the light of the sun, the source of our own existence. We're here to celebrate the sun. We're here to praise the sun. We're here to remember this ancient, ancient wisdom that's inside of us, that has been here since we were animals and primal, since we were tribal. This part of us that has been praising the sun, giving thanks to the sun with so much gratitude since the very beginning of our existence across the tides of time and space. We're here to celebrate everything that we have created during the equinox system and also during the first half of the year, because today marks the halfway mark between the beginning of the year and the end of the year, according to the solstices and the equinoxes. We're here to reflect on the challenges we've faced that have helped us to get to know ourselves better, that have actually helped us to slough off not true self energy and return to the glory and the beauty of our true self. We are here to get clear about what we are here for now, what our vision is now, flowing forward during this powerful portal of reflection about what needs to be released, what needs to be maintained, and what needs to be created so that we feel on all levels of our being that we're showing up as our true self, as our best self, doing the best we can at the level of consciousness that we are, and knowing that everything can expand from here in the power of the light. We are calling upon the light of the sun, and we're calling upon the light of our true self to lead, guide, direct, and protect us in our beliefs, thoughts, feelings, words, actions, in our relationships with all people, places, and things on all levels, planes, and dimensions of reality, in the seen and the unseen, in the known and the unknown realms. We are calling upon all of our guides and our guardians, the indwelling teacher within our hearts. We're calling upon the God or goddesses of our personal understanding, the angels and archangels of our personal understanding, if we have them. We're calling upon all of the masters and luminaries and light workers who have walked the path before us. We're calling upon our truest, deepest, highest self. We're calling upon our past, present, and future self in the quantum field of consciousness, always living at our full potential. We're calling upon all of nature and the nature spirits, the sun, the sun, the sun, the stars, the moon, the planets. We're calling upon Mother Earth, the earth, land, water, animals, plants, and minerals. We're calling upon all of the elements, earth, water, fire, air, space, light, and the celestial cosmos. We're calling in the four sacred directions, north, south, east, and west. And we're calling upon our sacred energy centers, our chakras, to clear, cleanse, open, balance, blossom, and energize. We're so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all of the divine, magical, miraculous miracles and goodness in our lives. Thank you for all of these blessings. We are cultivating the deepest levels of faith and trust that our time together, that this solstice season, that the rest of 2023 is going to unfold in the divine right time and in the divine right way. And for this, we are grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, so it is done. Abracadabra. And slowly breathe in, breathe out, say, ah. And then bring your hands together in front of your heart center. And we're going to send all of this out by chanting the sound ah. Ah is the sound of the alpha. It represents fresh starts and new beginnings. So take a deep breath in. Ah. Touch your thumbs to your third eye center. We call upon the light. Touch your thumbs to your heart center. We call upon love. Bring your hands to your thighs. We call upon Mother Earth. We send our love and our gratitude to Mother Earth, to love, to light. Thank you. Slowly breathe in. Slowly breathe out. Beautiful. And then gently open your eyes. Wonderful. So that I can serve you all to the best of my capacity, if you have any questions, please hold them to the end. You can put them in the chat box or write it down. And please keep our community values in mind. I'm here to offer everything that I have for you today. And if you need support, just let me know, put it in the chat box, and at the end, I'll call on you. Please focus on progress over perfection. We're here to love and support each other. Please bring your true self. Celebrate all of your wins, all of your breakthroughs, and no matter what, stay present with this process, because we're going to be exploring what's gone on during the first half of the year. So just stay present with the whole process. I highly encourage you not to eat during this live call because eating disperses your life force energy. And we want to keep all of our focus here. So it will be more potent if you don't eat right now. But beverages are fine. So here's some information about today's session and masterclass. I'm going to give you an overview of everything that we're going to do today. So we are here to focus on this solstice time and everything that we have been exploring over the last bit of this year. So the first thing is we are going to be focusing on your experiences that you've been having. So that's going to begin with you focusing on your wins, your breakthroughs, everything that you've created. We're going to be focusing on the challenges you've faced and then helping you to clear those by getting clear about the lessons that you've learned. Because if some goodness has come out of challenges and you know that there was something that you learned, then it's not so challenging anymore. It can become a blessing. We're going to be focusing on how you can then apply all of those lessons to the rest of your life, but definitely the rest of the year flowing forward. And we're going to be celebrating your true self. I'm going to help you get clear about your number one vision that you definitely 100% want to consciously create and manifest during this solstice season. And also the mindset and the heart set that you're going to need to cultivate in order to take inspired action to consciously create it. And I'm also going to help you get clear about the inspired actions that you need to take to actually manifest it. Before we do that, though, I am going to take a moment to just celebrate this solstice, because that is one of the big things that we are here to do. We are here to focus on the solstice, summer solstice and winter solstice for any of you that are flowing into the winter season. This season is all about love and joy. So we're here to love ourselves. We're here to embrace the joy in our lives. We're here for laughter and upliftment and lightheartedness. We're here to celebrate with our friends and our family. We're here to uplift our spirits and nourish our souls. We're here to bask in the warmth of the sun. And if you can't see the sun or feel the sun, just know that the sun is always shining somewhere on planet Earth. We are here to invoke and evoke our inner light so that we can shine brighter. We are here to illuminate the world with our kindness and our compassion. We are here to tap into peace, into serenity, into the power of the heart forever, but especially today. We are here to transform. We're here to recognize that we can transform if we choose to. We can transform our beliefs, our thoughts, our feelings, our words, our actions, the ways that we relate with people, places, and things so that it's a match for our truest, deepest, highest self. We are here to honor the magnificence of the sun's energy and how it sustains life on our planet, how it's not possible for us to even live without the light of the sun. So we're sending out blessings to each other and also to everyone who will join us when they watch this video in the future and when you watch it in the future. We're here to ignite each other's spirit, to inspire each other on our journey. And we're calling in guidance for a beautiful season of growth, of peace, of transformation, of love, of bliss, and of magic and miracles. So as I was saying earlier, I am here at Rancho La Puerta in Baja, Mexico. This place is the original health and wellness center on the planet. It was created by the Zeke family, the professor and his wife, Deborah, who turned 101 this year. And I was here to celebrate her birthday. And there's this very powerful saying here. It's like the slogan that has been here since the professor and Deborah started this place. And it's siempre mejor. And siempre mejor means always better. So the main mantra that I have been chanting every day, and it was a great hypnotist and spiritual teacher named Kuei who coined this mantra and affirmation. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better and better. And I like to add, every day in every way, I am getting, and life is getting better and better and better. So in that spirit, we are celebrating the sun. And this is the energy of the sun. The sun just keeps shining. The sun just keeps saying, every day in every way, I'm getting brighter and lighter and more beautiful and more luminous. And because that's the source of our lives, we can tap into that energy. So that's what we are blazing with today. And I have a very special offer at the end of this. If you stay all the way through, I'm going to stay here with everybody who wants to until about 11:15 a.m. Pacific. And if you want some one-on-one coaching, I'm going to stick around and I'm going to give it to you as a special thing for everybody who's here, because it's really awesome that you all showed up, and it means a lot to me. And it's extraordinary when we take these special times to gather together. And another very special thing is an offer that I'm going to be putting out that I will be doing before we do one-on-one coaching. So if you stick here till the end, you'll get that special offer as well. So here we go. We are going to dive into our masterclass. So get out whatever you're using to write with. And this is the thing, is just trust that whatever flows through is whatever you need today in your consciousness. Also trust that more is going to be revealed in the days to come. So this is an activator of your consciousness. So just go with the flow of whatever arises today. So the first thing we're going to do is revel and celebrate your wins, your breakthroughs, and everything that you have created over not only the past 3 months during the equinox season, but since the beginning of the year, just in case you haven't done this. This is something that I do every single day. I do with all of my students, all of my clients, is we celebrate wins and breakthroughs. So write down the top 3 things that you've created so far this year that you are celebrating. And I'm celebrating it with you. And I'm just going to give you a minute or so to do that. So revel and write down the top 3 things that you are celebrating, that are wins, that are breakthroughs. These can be new ways, new beliefs, or new thoughts, or new emotions. They could be new actions, new habits, new patterns. These can be things that you've actually created or manifested. And they can be little things or they can be huge things. And then I invite you, if you wish, to share one of those things in the chat box. So again, focusing on 3 things that you've created so far this year. Breakthroughs, wins, manifestations, creations, celebrating. And if you wish, you can put your top one in. Thank you, Kristen. Communication, even when it shakes you to the bones. Yes. Woo, I just got chills on that one. I love you and I support you in communicating from your truest, deepest, highest self. That's huge. I can feel the power of your heart chakra. Beth, you've created a daily health and well-being practice. Yes. Woohoo. I love it. So good. I love you and I support you. Wow, Kim, your courageous move to Scotland, even when you were nervous about moving out of the country. Woohoo. And this is for Beth too. Beth's about to move out of the country for a year. So Kim, you can send some mojo to Beth. That is awesome. In fact, Beth, I think you're in Switzerland right now, maybe. Yeah, we have our European babes, Scotland and Switzerland. Sweet Susan, Prism, communication of a life-changing curveball that came in a romantic relationship. Isn't it the truth? That's how they sometimes come, huh? I love you and I support you. It's so amazing. There's a lot of communication celebration. Yeah, communicating your truth. So good. Aubrey. Yay, Aubrey, my dolphin girl. And Susan, you're one of my dolphin girls too. You taught a group of preschool students and helped them to blossom and grow. Yay for the kids. So good. I love you and I support you in that. So sweet. Heather, you taught, Heather, that was you. Wait a second. Okay, sorry. I got that one mixed up. Aubrey, listening to and adapting to your children's unique needs and honoring them for who they are. I love both of those were about kids or honoring the kids. It is the master class. It's the advanced mastery class to just love and support kids for who they are. It's my dream is that every single child could be greeted by a benevolent caregiver and say, who are you? Why are you here? I'm here to be your shepherd and to love and support you. So good. And Marcella, you're celebrating your teaching work. You're celebrating your worth and your value. So good. And you're celebrating your existence, your needs and your wants. So good. I love you all. I support you all. I'm celebrating all of these things. Can you feel the energy when we gather together and we celebrate each other? I have chills. So this is our next thing. Now we're going to talk about some shadow frequencies because there have been challenges, right? There have been upsets. There have been curveballs. There's been meh that has happened. So write those down. Write down the 3 biggest challenges or upsets that you have navigated so far this year. And keep breathing. Stay in that energy of celebration. Stay in that energy of presence, self-love, self-care. What are the top 3 biggest challenges or upsets that you have navigated so far this year? Keep breathing. Stay in the process. Keep loving yourself. Shadow frequencies are actually epic because I feel like they bring us through the eye of the needle and they help us to clear off all of the not true self energy. And Susan, you are celebrating your daughter and I love her, flourishing and teaching her better boundaries. Yes, I'm celebrating that with you, Susan. So good. So keep journaling about the top 3 challenges or upsets that you've been dealing with so far this year. And then if you wish, share the biggest one. Now, this is the great thing about sharing challenges is you realize you're not alone, that we all go through this. It's all just part of our human experience. So share, if you wish, the one of them, if not the biggest challenge that you have faced so far this year. And I can feel the like broiliness in my stomach. I know it's kind of like, ugh. Okay, so I'm here holding space for you as you are really present with it. One of the powerful things about being present with shadow frequencies and challenges is you bring the unconscious into the conscious. It's not lurking beneath the surface about to like get you any moment. It's like, nope, I see you. I'm present. I'm aware of what happened. Jung said something like, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will rule your life and you will call it your destiny. So we are making the unconscious conscious. So Marcella, big challenge, letting go of food and people that are not in your highest good. Woo! Big breaths. Staying grounded and away from toxins. Wow. Bria, losing the feeling of home. Oh, I hear that one. I hear that one. Marcella, maintaining focus on present moment and yourself. Yeah. All right. Heather, your father passed away in February. Oh, sweetheart. You're in my heart and in my prayers as you mourn his passing. I know what that one feels like. And now your brother-in-law may only live a few more weeks or days. Whoa. Deep breaths with you, holding you and your family in my heart and in my prayers, Heather. Yeah. Who else has lost a loved one? Either through physical passing or felt like you lost someone that was dear to you. Holding all of you in my heart and in my prayers. So, Beth, your biggest challenge is the sadness you have about leaving your home, garden, cat, and friends for a year by moving to Switzerland. You're very in love with your home and garden, and you're attached and you're worried about your future life in Zurich. Yeah, I get that one. I've gone through that one too. I understand. I have compassion. Susan, letting go of behavior that is not aligned with your highest good. Even if it means having to let go of some deep connections. Yeah, I love you and I support you. Yeah. Susan Levine, struggling with making a decision about a relationship, having to spend more money than you feel comfortable with and feeling fears and fighting them. Yes. Those are some big ones. Yeah, holding you all in my heart and my prayers. We're all holding each other for these challenges that are so real. So take a piece of paper right now, or take that part of the piece of paper, or do this later. Write those things down and make a ceremonial fire sometime today. This could be in a fireplace and a fire pit. It could be in your sink, something that's not going to burn, but burn those things. Okay. Just burn them. And then we're going to go through the process of helping to transform them in just a moment. So Kim and Kier and Chris, losing momentum on a daily writing practice, guidance from Conscious New Year meditation. Yeah. After not missing a day, January through May, June went off the rails. Drat. Yep. Now, this is the awesome thing. You can raise your hand. Who here has a daily practice that you've gone off course with? Ever happened? Happened right here. Yep. We all do it. This is the great thing. You know how to get back on track. So one of my favorite teachings is course correction. 90% of the time, planes and boats go off course. They go off track. It's just a natural part of the journey. And 90% of the time, we have to course correct to come back into alignment. So it's like, oops, come back. Oops, come back. But this is the cool thing. You did it January through May. And so you've got that neural pathway. And all you have to do is go, here we go. So maybe it's just for today, just for today, I'm going to do it. Right now, you're doing it. You're doing writing practice. See? So you already did it today. Good on you. Super cool. Okay, Aubrey, dulling your power, emotional eating to buffer feelings. Just yesterday, I was talking to the director, like the head honcho here at the ranch, and we were joking around. And I was saying, I'm going to write a blog someday called Chardonnay and Wheat Thins, because I love Chardonnay and Wheat Thins. I really do. They're one of my favorite ways to buffer. And sometimes I consciously buffer. Anybody ever consciously buffered? Yeah, with that kind of stuff. So it's just natural. It's part of the human condition. So the great thing about all of these things is we all go through them. It's just a natural part. And when you are on a path and you have things that you want to create in your life, this stuff happens. It just, they come up. I call them spiritual flat tires. So this is our next thing we're going to do. Write down the lesson that you got from each one of those challenges, because my personal experience and with everybody that I work with is no matter what we go through, there's a lesson in it. And that is the blessing, is the lesson. And we don't get the lesson, we don't get the learning unless we go through the challenge. So some of my favorite sayings are, pressure makes diamonds, irritation makes pearls, no mud, no lotus, no storm, no rainbow. So you're about to get some pearls of wisdom from your soul right now. So look through at each one of those things. So it might be a loved one passing. The lesson you got is life is so precious. Life is so, so precious. having a disappointment in a relationship, the lesson might be, I got really clear about what I really want and what my standards are in my life. Susan, self-love. Yeah, word. I feel so many of the challenges that we go through, the main point is for us to love ourselves more. That's the whole thing I was saying earlier, is I feel more and more like all of life lately is going, and it's bringing us through an eye of a needle. And its main aim is for us to come shining through as our true self and to slough off all the not true self energy. So self-love, if that's what you come through with, any challenge, that's the greatest victory. So good. Aubrey, be present. Yes, just be present, just presence for life, because it is such a miracle, even when it rakes us over the coals. Ooh, Susan Levine, taking care of yourself and your needs and goals in the space of taking care of your daughter and all of her wants and needs. Sometimes you can forget to listen to you. Yes. So you're an amazing caregiver. You go beyond the beyond to take care of your daughter, and she is such an epic human being. And I know all of you are amazing caregivers. You're all just, you pour so much love and so much care into everyone and everything that you do. So loving yourself and flowing that back to yourself is so incredibly important. So if any of you want to write in the chat box the big lesson that you got from one of your big challenges, please share, because we all need to hear it. We're all leaders. We're all luminaries. Being a luminary is sharing your light, shining your light. So share it with us, because we need your mojo. You all are powerhouses. Light workers. So Kristen, when you courageously find your way through vulnerability, you are met with freedom, love, and support. Yes, 100%. So good. I love that. Okay, so you can keep dropping things in the chat, but we are going to flow on to our next little prompt. So, how are you going to consciously apply those lessons to your life moving forward to create an optimal solstice season for yourself? Because those challenges didn't happen for nothing. Those lessons didn't come for nothing. They came for you to create your optimal future. Because every day and every way you are getting better, better, and better. So how are you going to use that pressure? How are you going to use that irritation? How are you going to use that lesson to create the best summer or the best winter ever for yourself? Journal on those things. How are you going to apply those 3 lessons to your life moving forward to create a better solstice? So one of Beth's big lessons is it's okay to be honest and to feel the sadness, the dread, and to love yourself just as you are. Yeah, I love myself. I love my feelings just the way I am. Marcella, from loss and disappointment from a relationship. You thought about your worth, your own validation, your voice, your power. You have clarity about what you want from you and in a relationship. Praise be. Ooh, that's some good stuff coming from a really challenging situation, and I'm celebrating that. Susan Levine, slowing down to listen to your needs and your wants. feeling the support you receive when you actually move forward and am courageous. This is one of the main things that I teach about. The number one regret of the dying is that they did not have the courage to live an authentic life. So that's why we're doing what we're doing. That's ultimately why we're doing this. That's what self-mastery is really all about, is you showing up as your true self. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have challenges. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have days where you're like, this sucks. But every day in every way, you're getting better, better, and better because you're applying what you learn to create a better future for yourself. And you're being courageous and you're showing up for yourself. And ultimately, that's how today you don't have any regrets. It's how tomorrow you don't have any regrets. At the end of the week, the month, the solstice season, the next equinox season, in the year. That's how you do it. Great. So you can keep dropping things in the chat box about how you're going to create a better future with these lessons that you've learned from this last equinox season and the first half of the year. And now we're going to do something really fun. We're going to celebrate your true self. So what are your 3 best qualities? What are the 3 best qualities about your true self, your authentic self? Write down your 3 best qualities, because that is your light. Heather, flowing forward, you're going to be present and I'll just allow your life to unfold. Yes, so good. It's the simple things, really. You know, I'm a essentialist. That's where so much of my work and my offerings come from. It's just like focus on, keep it simple. And that's so simple, just being present and allowing life to unfold. Beth, be true to yourself no matter what. You love beauty and simplicity. Yes, focus on the beauty, focus on the simplicity, focus on the blessings every day. Susan, live in your peace and from your heart. So good. So, so good. So let's celebrate your true self. In the chat box, if you haven't already done so, because these are amazing things about all of you are, drop one of the things in the chat box about one of your best qualities about your true self. Freya, your singing voice. Woo! Right now at Rancho La Puerta, it's the folk festival, and there's the best music and the best singing. It's so good. Marcella, joyful, humorous, and playful. Yes, yes, yes. I'm celebrating you. Come on, everybody. Give me some more. This is where we're like, we're vibing. Get the vibe flowing. Put it in the chat box. Let us know the 3 most amazing or the number 1 most amazing thing about you. Celebrate you. All right, Susan, you're open, playful, and you spin magic. Abracadabra. Woohoo! So true. I love these things about you. Kristen, your deep sensitivity and emotionality, yes, is your superpower. I love that. That is so true. I love that about you. I love all of these qualities about you. So keep shining. All right, Susan Levine, you celebrate life. You have a sense of wonder. You're creative and you are disciplined and you are deep. Yes, you are. And I'm celebrating these things about you. So good. Okay, keep it coming, but we're going to flow on to our next thing. This is really fun. Now we're future forecasting. So we're calling upon your future self. Okay, on The next, at the end of summer or the end of winter, okay, so 3 months from now, what is the number one thing that you want to create and manifest during the next 3 months during the solstice season? What's the number one thing where if you did this, you would be like, I rocked it. That was an amazing solstice season that I just flowed through. This could be a new way of believing. A belief is something that you cultivate, you create a new belief. It could be a new way of thinking. It could be a new emotional state of being that you feel like, yes, I am in this realm of this feeling. It could be new actions or a new action that you take, an inspired action. It could be a new way of speaking. It could be a new habit. It could be a new pattern. It could be something that you actually create or manifest out there that you had like a tangible result. So what's the results you want? I'm a results-oriented coach. So what's the number one result that you want from this next little season? Marcella, you are celebrating that you're caring, loving, and sensual. Yes, I love it. Number one thing, Marcella, you want to manifest inner abundance and feeling of inner abundance at all times. Yes, I love this. So good. So good. Yay. Let's see. Susan, your partner is in the market. Your product is in the global market. Yes. Swanned, baby, swan. Susan has this amazing magical tool for all of us that love candles. It's called Swanned, SWAND. Check it out. It's so cool. Okay, Beth, you've created the most beautiful, fun, and wonderful life in Zurich with your husband and your new friends, while keeping your close connections with all of your friends at home. Yes, I love you and I support you in this beautiful manifestation. Aubrey, a deep well of compassion, manifesting, creating bridges among family and community. So good. I love it. Keep them coming, y'all. And we're going to go on to our next thing. Cultivating your mindset and what I call your heart set. So your mindset is your beliefs and your thoughts, and your heart set is your feelings and your emotions. So in order to get the result that you want, you have to match it vibrationally. This is what I call vibration transformation. So in order to consciously create your vision, you have to be a vibrational match for it. And the biggest part of it is your inner life, your inner game. So it's your beliefs and your thoughts and your feelings. So write down, what is the belief that you have to have in order to manifest that vision? Just one very clear, positive affirmation sentence. It can be, I can do it. I love and I support myself. I am a magic maker. I deserve it. I honor myself. These are all beliefs that are very, I'd say, universal for manifesting what you want to manifest, what you want to consciously create. So first, write down the mindset that you know you need to cultivate to match that manifestation. This is the first part. First part is you have to know what you want. Second part is become a vibrational match for it with your mindset. And then the next thing is your heart set. So we talk about mindset all the time, but it's like, what about your heart? What about the emotions? So much of it is like, we're really going for how we feel, right? Like last year, I manifested a big old thing. Like I was like, whoa, I manifested this thing. And it wasn't actually about manifesting it. It was how I felt about myself. And I was like, oh my gosh, I created this with my belief and with my feeling. So what is the number one emotion that you need to cultivate to create your vision? Maybe it is faith. Maybe it is inspiration. Maybe it's love. Maybe it's encouragement. Maybe it's trust. What is it? What's the number one emotion? So your mindset is your number one belief. Your heart set is your number one emotion that matches the result that you want. Aubrey, deep well of compassion, manifest creating bridges among family and community. Yes, it's your vision. Okay. If you want, drop into the chat your mindset or your heart set. And then we're flowing on to our next thing. Our final thing, which is inspired action. So you can take action all the live long day, right? And not get your result. You can even think like, okay, this is going to get me the result that I want. But if it's not inspired by your mindset and by your heart set, then it's just action. It's kind of like, bleh. But action that is inspired by that mindset and by that heart set, that's powerful. That's mojo. So what are the 3 inspired actions that you need to take that are aligned with that mindset and aligned with that heart set to manifest your vision? Write down, and if you don't have 3, write down at least 1, but see if you can go for 3. Okay, we've got some awesome beliefs here from Beth. I am open, confident, and charmed. I love that. I am charmed. Woo, lucky charms. Susan, mindset, trust the unknown. Yes. Since the unknown is basically 99.8% of reality and the knowable is only 0.2% of reality, I think that for all of us, trusting the unknown is such a good mindset. So, so good. Beth, the emotion, trust yourself, love yourself. Yes, Marcella, I feel safe. I feel abundant and limitlessly resourceful. I feel love and loved. I am love. Woohoo! Love it. Susan, your heart set is excitement. Yeah, I feel the excitement. Isn't it cool, like watching all the vibes in this masterclass? Like when we were like, yay, we're celebrating and woo, we're focusing on shadow frequencies. And now we're back out into like, yeah. And what this does is it grows our capacity to be with the all and the everything. Because 50% of the time, our response to life is kind of like, whoa, this is kind of gnarly. This is kind of harrowing. And 50% of the time, we're like, this is fantastic. So this is kind of like a workout for our body, our minds, our hearts, and our spirits, our souls, like growing our capacity to be with all of these vibrations that are just a natural part. And this is how we become more resilient. And it's kind of like, yeah, that's cool. Shadow frequencies, cool. What have I learned from it? How am I growing? How am I evolving? Bria, I am worthy and capable. Yes, I love it. So good. Okay, if anybody wants to drop in the chat box one of your inspired actions, then go for it. Bring it on. Susan Levine, I'm so grateful for my life and all of your accomplishments. Yes, so good. We have to just keep celebrating and focusing on how awesome we are. I wrote a song after the Montecito mudslide to cheer us on while we were digging through the mud. Talk about meh and challenges that gave me a ton of lessons. The song goes, you're awesome and amazing. I'm awesome and amazing. We are awesome and amazing. So if you have that as a jingle in your head later on, you can blame me and thank me because it's pretty catchy. And I'm total cheerleader if you haven't noticed. Okay, Marcella, actions. Meditate every day for 5 minutes. Yes. Studies show it's a little bit. You don't have to be like, I'm going to go become a renunciate to get these amazing results. We need a little bit every day. Meditate for 5 minutes, exercise every day for half an hour, travel to visit family and friends, work on projects, love, practice receiving from others, and say thank you. Yes. Susan, expand with joy and laughter. Woohoo! I love it. Okay, y'all, you did it, you did it, you did it. Now, this is the thing. Keep all of this. If you want to put it on if you want to make it all neat and tidy, you can put it on another piece of paper, but you've got all of your mojo here, okay? Keep it all on a written piece of paper. And today, or if it's nighttime, because some of you are in Europe, then put it out in the sun, okay? Put it out in the sun just for the day and let the sun flow its mojo into you, okay? And then this is the prayer to do. Every single day, read it, okay? And then this is the prayer. I call upon my truest, deepest, highest self to lead, guide, direct, and protect me and my beliefs, thoughts, feelings, words, actions, and all of my relationships with all people, places, and things on all levels, planes, and dimensions of reality, and the seen and the unseen, and the known and the unknown realms, so that I am the living embodiment of this vision and consciously create it through my mindset, my heart set, and my inspired actions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, so it is, it's done. Abracadabra, and woohoo! It's 11:11 a.m. Pacific time. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Flowing out the 11:11 energy. Yeah, so good. Okay, Susan, live a life that energizes you and brings you and others happiness and love. So sweet. So this is the thing. As you say the prayer, tap on your heart center. Do tapping. Rewire yourself. Create new neural pathways. Program your heart. You can also tap on your third eye. Program your mind. Okay? That's it. While saying these things. Keep that piece of paper. Okay? And just keep going through it. If you know all the tapping points, you can do all of them. So sweet. Okay. So my friends, you're welcome to stay on. I just heard from my next client that she's running a little bit late. So I'm going to stay on with you. Yeah. You see how it worked out for that? It's so good. I love it. I'm texting her right now. She's saying, this is how life works, okay? Like, I'm loving being here with you all. If you want to stay on for a little bit longer, then let's stay on, because I want to share with you about some things. So when I do these master classes, I want you to get a ton of value. I want you to feel like, okay, I've got a good plan moving forward. I've consciously completed something, right? So you've just consciously completed the last season, the equinox season. Now you're flowing into a new season. But I also like to share with you how we can continue on the journey together if that feels juicy and inspiring to you. So I have this happy, bye, Kristen, love you, happy solstice. I love you and I support you. So I have this awesome program. It's called the True Self Mastery Program. And I just finished the first round of it, and I'm flowing into another round of it. And I wanted to share some of the testimonials from people who went through it and tell you a little bit about the program. And then after that, I'll do some one-on-one coaching with anybody who wants it. So Claire Hay was one of the participants in this last round of the True Self Mastery Program. She's the founder and CEO of Greener Vision. She is here to love and support our planet, and she's doing extraordinary work on the planet. And what she said, and see, I celebrate myself and I celebrate my work. So I unabashedly am going to share this testimonial with you. I cannot recommend Anne's True Self Mastery Program highly enough. I feel blessed and privileged to have experienced the True Self Mastery Program. So few of us ever get the chance to connect properly with our true selves and our true purpose, and yet nothing else is more important. If we really knew why we were here, it would make a massive difference to how we live our lives. For me, connecting with my true purpose, values, message, and vision has been of paramount importance. Before attending the program, I was facing major changes and challenges in the most important areas of my life, both personally and professionally. And by the end of the program, I had clarity on all these difficult challenges and a clear way forward. There was a simple reason for this. I had found my bearings. I had found my true self. Anne does amazing work. I'm incredibly grateful for her for the gift of helping me to find and connect properly with my true self. I work in the environmental sphere and am committed to doing everything I can to tackle climate change. Anne helped me to understand that it was only through healing myself that I would be able to play my part in healing our most precious planet. The True Self Mastery Program is life-changing. For me, it has been quite literally the most important experience of my life. So this is the power of this program. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, and then I'm going to give you the opportunity to do it if you want to, and book a call so we can talk more about it if you feel drawn to it. So in the True Self Mastery Program, I take you through 4 processes. The first 5 processes. The first process is about personal empowerment, the personal empowerment process. And it's about taking 100% responsibility for yourself and reparenting yourself, giving yourself the love and support that you've always wanted from your parents, from your family, and from your friends. And when we're in the True Self Mastery Program, we create a family, and we create so much love, and we create so much support. So that's the first part. The second part is called the authentic alignment process, where you get clear about your purpose, what deeply fulfills you, your values, your own guiding principles, your message, the most important thing that you want to always remember to stay connected to your true self, and that you feel is so important that you would share it with others, and your big vision, what you want to consciously create in your life. Then you'll create your manifesto. It's your guide for living in alignment with your true self. The third process is called the vibration transformation practice and process. This is all about creating your daily self-love, self-care, and self-worth practices for physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health and wellness. to help you clear stress, tension, and not true self energy, to heal, restore, balance, and harmonize yourself, to create and generate vital life force energy. So you raise your vibration on all levels and embody your purpose, values, message, and vision. These are what I call the self-love, self-care, and self-worth practices, because in order to consciously create your vision in your life, you have to have self-worth. And that's the power of vibration transformation. The fourth process is called the conscious creation process. This is where I help you to consciously create the vision you have for yourself and your life with very practical, down-to-earth, high-performance planning and very expansive spiritual practices to help you connect with and embody the energy of your future self, who's already magnetically manifested your vision in an alternate reality, because your future self, it's been proven, already exists. You've already created everything. You just have to connect with that part of you. And you'll create your conscious creation vision statement to keep you on track every day. And the fifth process is called the art and practice of living well in your lifelong journey of true self-mastery. This is all about how to maintain the turning point of the transformation that you create for yourself in the True Self-Mastery program, and how to embody authentic alignment, vibration transformation, and conscious creation for the rest of your life. So in the True Self-Mastery program, you'll have access to weekly group coaching calls with me, and you can feel the energy of when we all gather together. You will have an online portal, and this is my big celebration from this year so far. I created an entire universe, an online portal that's got videos and guided meditations and PDFs and weekly homework assignments, and you get all of the live sessions as replays, so you can watch them whenever you want. And the live replays, you get laser coaching. You get coaching on anything that you want coaching on. We also have a private Facebook group so that you can connect with each other. If you're not into Facebook, then you can connect with each other on text or WhatsApp. You make friends. People make friends. I love connecting people. People have met in my offerings and are lifelong friends and make all sorts of networking, and they end up working together or traveling together. It's really cool. And then bonuses include the vibration transformation daily practice, other videos that are meditations. So you get all of this for 3 months. And I have this super, super special bonus. If you sign up by July 4th, so that's 2 weeks from today, you'll receive a complimentary hour-long private session with me. And if you sign up by June 28th, you'll get 2 complimentary hour-long private sessions with me. So I like to motivate you to hang out with me and to help yourself by giving you some cool bonuses. So if you feel the call, if this is like, whoa, I want to learn more about that, I want to check that out, that feels compelling, then I'm putting a little link down in the chat box, for you to schedule a 20-minute call with me. And we'll just jump on a call and I'll tell you all about it. So now, for those of you who are still here, I'm so happy you're still here. And I've got some time to do some one-on-one coaching. Okay. And you'll get to experience now laser coaching. So this is what's so cool about laser coaching in a group, is that when one person is getting coached, everyone gets coached. It's this miraculous thing that happens. We think like, oh, I need one-on-one coaching in order to get the coaching. But when 2 or more are gathered, magic and miracles happen. So if there is anything that any of you want coaching on, then you can go down to the reactions button at the bottom of your screen click on it, and then it'll say raise hand, and you just click on raise hand, and then I'll be looking for your hand, and then I'll call on you. So does anyone want some coaching on anything, or do you have any questions? Let me know. I'm here for you. I'm all yours for like at least the next 15 minutes. Nobody wants, okay, yay. Okay, the first person that popped up is Kim or Chris, because I know you're there together. So I'm going to add the pin. So we're both here together and you're unmuted. Sweet. Hi. So good to see you.
And it's so nice to see you.
I know. What a treat.
What a treat. Come see us in Scotland.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know that how's Fintorn?
Come see us. We can talk.
I love Fintorn. Fintorn has had a profound impact on me in my life. So I can't wait to.
Okay. We need to talk about Fintorn then, but I want some laser coaching from you.
Bring it on, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I can summarize it quickly. First, I've done your year-end ones now, like 3 years. It took me a while to get into the flow. This year was fabulous. Like I did the whole process, I channeled a bunch of stuff. It was great.
Sweet.
And I'm trying to learn better through you about my actions. So this was the first time I came out of it. And I actually came out of it with like a work plan. It's not my style. January, February, March, like it just laid it out. And I was getting all kinds of convergence.
Yeah.
About the time we were leaving Esalen, whatever, a year ago, 2 years ago, that I have to start writing.
Yeah.
So I have a daily practice that I've really established. So I feel really confident in my meditation practice, but to add to that, a writing practice was the next leap. So I added that on. And what I got out of the meditation was write. I have to write. So and what I channeled was January 10 minutes, February 20 minutes. You can see the March 30 minutes. And I was on it. And I hit June. And at the same time, it was also the first 3 months of writing. It was like, just write. Doesn't matter, just write. And then I got the vision, which was okay. By April, kind of start seeing what the pattern is by May. And then by June, it was kind of like, what am I going to do with all this? Like, what's my path? So I hit June. A million life things happened. Yeah. I was supposed to be writing a day on my, writing an hour on my plan, which now becomes 10 minutes you can kind of fake. An hour is a commitment of time. Yeah. So I'm supposed to be writing unstructured themes, but it's supposed to start coming together. And I just stopped 100%. Hadn't missed a single day and I just stopped. So I loved your course correction thing. I think that was brilliant. That part of the journey is the course correction, just like meditation, I suppose. So I see all that. Yeah. But I don't know if this is a releasing blocks thing, if it's just a fear of failure. Now I'm like at the, what am I going to do? Is this actually a platform? Does anyone want to read what I write? You know, now I'm hitting square up against like, what am I really here for? What are these gifts for? Maybe I'm just supposed to keep following this husband around. I don't know. But it was so clear in January and now it doesn't feel clear at all.
Yeah. Okay. So this is one of you're a generator, right? Remember when I'm
the manifesting generator.
Manifesting generator. Okay, cool. So I think all of you know, but for those of you who don't know, I work a lot with human design, the gene keys in the north and south node of astrology. And it's one of the ways that I coach. So I've done when Kim and I were at Esalen together, I did some true self-mastery reading work with her. And I remember I'm like, you're a generator, a manifesting generator. Thanks. So thanks for reminding me. This is the thing is every single time you hit a challenge or you hit a roadblock, you need to tune back in with your gut. And I think you're a pure manifesting generator, but you might also have emotional. I can't remember. I would have to look up your thing, but this goes for 70% of the people on the planet is you have to tune back in and say, does writing an hour a day light me up? So that's my first question for you. Does it light you up? Like, do you think of like, yeah, I'm going to go write an hour a day and this is like, I'm excited about it.
No.
Okay, so pause there. That's a very like, boom, no.
Well, I stopped doing it. So it's like, clearly.
How about so first I'm going to go really super practical, okay? Because I'm very, very practical. I'm as practical as I am spiritual and woo-woo. So does writing for 45 minutes a day light you up?
I think lighting for unstructured time lights me up.
Writing during unstructured writing.
No, just for an unstructured period of time.
Oh,
So part of this practice for me was forcing myself to do it within a time frame.
okay.
And I think there was some value in that.
Yes. And now this is, I mean, this is my hit because I'm also highly intuitive. Okay. So I read energy as well. Part of what I'm getting is that this, like, you have to write an hour a day feels kind of like now you've put yourself in this thing. So do you want to write just because you love writing?
Unclear.
You're unclear about it. Okay.
I want to write because I was getting so many, I mean, the spiritual messages I was getting across many, many places were like, I'm supposed to be writing.
Yeah. Okay. So do you want to try to change the structure of the writing so that it feels a little bit more compelling?
For me?
Yes.
Compelling for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So what if it's I write every day and I do it at a certain time every day, but there's no certain amount of time that I have to write.
Interesting.
Tune in with your gut. Does that give you some like, oh, that sounds a little bit more fun, a little bit more compelling? Like, this is the thing, is because you have your muse, you have your guides. I mean, you're at Findhorn, the whole thing came through like guidance from spirit, right?
Oh yeah, well, we should have a different conversation because boy, that whole channel for me has opened up completely. I mean, visions and I mean, the whole thing,
I know. So you know 24/7 you're available to your guides and to your muse. But what if there was like guides or muse every morning at like 9 a.m. I'm going to sit down with my paper and my pen, whoops, and I'm available. Download me, babies.
That's interesting. I will try that. That's
And
interesting.
you just
It has enough structure that it makes me feel slightly uncomfortable, but there is tremendous benefit for me. I've learned the hard way now that I am good with a practice that forces me into some structure because otherwise I'm not structured.
right.
So I like the commitment of a regular time because I'm balking at that a little bit. So it feels a little bit like, ugh, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But the idea of inviting in what to write is, I haven't been, that's an interesting idea because when I was writing, like transcribing these journeys I was having essentially, then I could write forever because it's so interesting.
Yeah.
But I hadn't made that connection. Okay, that's helpful.
Yeah, the way that I think about it, and this is a huge part of conscious creation, and this is the part that doesn't feel very sexy or very juicy, and that's the resistance of like, that doesn't sound like very much fun, but it's kind of like, I said I would be here today at 10 a.m. Pacific, right? And you all showed up at 10 a.m. Pacific, and we created something, we co-created something together that wouldn't have happened if we didn't all say, I'll show up at 10 a.m. Pacific, right? It's the same thing with anything that you want to consciously create. It's the same thing with our guides or our muse, is we just say, hey, I'm going to be available at 10 a.m. Pacific. And if you want to come hang out with me and download me with star seeds of inspiration, then I'll be there and I'll be ready with paper and pen. And someday they might be like, no, we're hanging out in the cosmos right now. And you might be like, well, I'm going to write a to-do list or something like that. Right. But it's like, you have to create hot dates. That's what I call them, hot dates with the things that are important to you, so that they know that they're important, right? Like you all know, I know that I'm important to you right now because we made a date and you showed up. You know that you're important to me because we made a date and I showed up.
Yeah, that's super. I think that's really interesting. That's a kind of turning it upside down in the sense of,
Yeah.
I recognize sometimes the guides are there, sometimes they're not, but it's mostly been on my, like, I tune in when I tune in, and then I look for anyone to show up. I haven't ever set a hot date to say I'll be there at this time.
Yeah.
That's
I just got chills. So I have
that's
a,
interesting.
because
That's interesting.
then they know, oh, it's not 3 a.m. Like lately, my guides have been waking me up at 3 a.m. and they're like, doink, you know, I'm not going to get out paper and pen right now. I'm not going to turn on the light, but I do say I will be available at this time with my paper and pen. Okay.
Yeah, I'll try that. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great coaching. Thank you, Anne. I
Yeah.
love seeing you.
I love seeing you too. And I love you and I support you.
Thank you.
Super sweet. Okay. Let's see. Marcella. I'm going to add you and you can unmute yourself. What do you got? Let's do it. Are you there? Marcella. Hello, hello.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, goody. Okay.
Okay. Where do I go? Outside? That's
There you
yes.
are.
Hard
Sweet.
to find the hands and the mute buttons here on my cell phone.
I know. So what you got for me? What are we focusing on?
I don't know. I've been feeling lately, sometimes I'm like super in a very good mood with very good energy. Like I had like a full week. And all of a sudden I am feeling, I think since last week since last week, I've been feeling very heavy on my stomach, and I've been feeling very, I don't sleep well, therefore, and, my energy goes up and down. So I'm like, oh, what is this? Why, if I felt so steady and bright, and then all of a sudden, maybe I ate yogurt late at night and it disturbed my stomach, and then that disturbed my sleep. And so I kind of feel up and down with my energy, and that kind of throws me. I mean, I don't know if it throws me off, but I'm like, what is going on? It's like, I'm curious about it, as to how sensitive I'm being right now, and how, everything affects me so much. So I don't know, it kind of throws me off into what is this, right? What's going on with me? Maybe something that feels a little bit out of control, and it kind of steers from like a lot of different places, into from the physical to the mental, emotional, and I'm like, oh, okay, all these waves of feelings, or I'm like, why I can't just go straight, and be one way, and I don't know, it's a weird feeling, or maybe I am nervous inside, and it's steering all of these things. I'm not sure where it comes from. I think it's a feeling of being unsettled.
Unsettled.
Unsettled, even though I feel good with myself, I have a feel good. There is something inside of me that is unsettling. Yeah, it's starting from my stomach, from the here.
Yep. Gotcha. Okay. First of all, we are in a very, very, very powerful, potent portal right now. We were going up to the new moon on Saturday, and now we've got the summer solstice. So this has been the time, especially between Saturday and today, Wednesday, has been, is that when you've mostly felt it? Yep.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Like
So,
punch me on the stomach. Oh,
yeah. Yep. Yeah. So this time has been kind of like a snow globe has been rattled, because solstice is about the light. It's highly alkaline energy. And it's kind of like a light switch being turned on, and then we see all of the shadow frequencies a lot more clearly. And we see all of the stress, the tension, the not true self energy, the stagnancies. We just see it a lot more clearly. So that's the first thing is, I know you are a highly sensitive person, HSP, and you are super connected to this planet and the energy flows, right? You're a light worker, you're a luminary, you are dialed in. You're not asleep at the wheel. You're not a zombie. This is not Night of the Walking Dead with you. You're like, doink, I'm awake and I'm aware. So this is one of the most challenging things about all of your gifts, is it means you feel things a lot more deeply than maybe, at least 90%, if not 99% of the population. And all of us here in this, on this call, are the same way. We're all very sensitive. What that means is that we're going to feel the frequencies that are happening in the collective. We're going to feel the frequencies that are happening on planet Earth. We're going to feel the frequencies that are happening in the cosmos a lot more than other people that aren't on the path that we are on. Okay. So this is very natural, first of all. So just kind of normalize it. Okay, and be like, oh, okay, when this type of thing happens, and maybe look up, like, what's the moon doing right now, or what's going on that's bigger than just me personally. So that's the first.
I did that, but I didn't find anything. I was like, what is going on? Is it a full moon? Is it what's going on?
Yeah.
I felt it was so much, I was like, this is something going on right now. And it started, I remember it started, I think, on one day where everything went high wire. That's another thing that happens sometimes to me, that everything goes upside down. Either, alarms start going off, the computer doesn't work, a lot of people have issues, all that starts like that. And then it's like, okay, we're around time, right?
Totally.
Then my period comes, it's like I crave to all high, because I'm like, I have to go there, I have to be there. And usually it pulls me in when I'm, with my cycle, my period. I don't know why it's a coincidence, but every one time I'm there, it's kind of like that dual or triple cleansing, that happens there. Or,
Yep. So that's the other thing that I was going to talk about, is I don't know what your authority is in human design, but you might have an emotional authority where you have waves. But as a female, you have waves. Okay. We all have waves. Everybody is affected by the tides. So you have waves, and your cycle brings waves, okay? And your hormonal fluctuations. So you can chart those, but this is the thing. And I want to do this work with you right now. I want to tap with you, okay? So just tap on your heart, tap on your third eye, tap wherever you want to tap, okay? Everyone who's here on this, you can tap along too, because these are universal things that we all go through. Just go, lately, I've been feeling a lot of emotions.
Lately, I've been feeling a lot of emotions.
Lately, I feel a lot of wave patterns.
Lately, I feel a lot of wave patterns.
In my body, mind, heart, and spirit.
In my body, heart, mind, and spirit.
Some of the waves feel good, and some of the waves feel not so good.
Some of the waves feel good and some of the waves feel not so good.
Some of the waves feel really stressful.
Some of the waves feel really stressful.
Some of the waves feel calm.
Some of the waves feel calm.
There's just a lot of waves,
There's just a lot of waves
and they've been impacting me.
and they're impacting me.
And no matter what I'm going through,
And no matter what I'm going through,
I love myself.
I love myself.
I appreciate myself.
I appreciate.
I accept myself
I accept myself
and all of these wave patterns,
and all of these wave patterns,
just the way they are,
just the way they are,
just the way I am.
just the way I am.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
All's well.
All is well.
I can focus on the good things in my life,
I can focus on the good things on my life,
no matter how many challenges I'm facing.
no matter how many challenges I'm facing.
The key is for me to love myself
The key is for me to love myself
and appreciate myself
and appreciate myself
and accept myself,
and accept myself,
no matter what I'm feeling.
no matter what I'm feeling.
Even though some of the waves feel awful
Even though some of the waves feel awful
and I get afraid
and I get afraid,
and I feel anxious,
I feel anxious.
there are other times
There are other times
where I feel at peace
where I feel at peace
and I feel calm.
and I feel calm.
Today, I'm choosing to love myself
Today, I'm choosing to love myself
and cultivate presence
and cultivate presence
and watch the waves.
and watch the waves.
Oh, here comes an anxiety wave.
Oh, here comes an anxiety wave.
Whoo, look at that wave.
Look at that wave.
Ooh, look at that wave.
Oh, look at that wave.
I'm here. I'm witnessing the wave.
I am here. I'm witnessing the waves.
Oh, look at that wave.
Ah, look at that wave.
That's a calm wave.
That's a calm wave.
That's a more peaceful wave.
That's a more peaceful wave.
Woo, look at that wave.
Ooh, look at that wave.
My stomach.
Ugh.
Yeah. Gross. Yeah.
Ah,
I don't like that wave.
I don't like that wave.
I've ridden this wave before.
I've ridden this wave before. Yeah.
This wave's probably going to happen again.
This wave is probably going to happen again.
I don't want it to tumble me,
I don't want it to tumble me.
so I'm going to watch it.
I'm going to watch it.
There goes that big old wave.
That goes that big old wave.
Ooh, here's a presence wave.
Oof, here's a present wave.
I'm being present.
I am being present.
This is different. Huh.
This is different.
Yeah, this is a different way of being with waves.
This is a different way of being with waves.
Oh, this feels better.
This feels better.
I'm on the beach.
I'm on the beach.
There goes that wave.
There goes that wave.
There goes a calm wave.
There goes a calm wave.
There goes an exciting wave.
There are some exciting waves out there.
Yeah, there's all these different waves.
There are all these different waves.
And I'm a surfer.
And I am a surfer.
If I want to be a surfer.
I want to be a surfer.
Or I'm on the beach watching the waves.
Or I'm on the beach watching the waves.
I get to choose.
I get to choose.
I'm the chooser.
I'm the chooser.
This is my life.
This is my life.
This is my beach.
This is my beach.
These are my waves.
These are my waves.
And I get to choose.
And I get to choose.
Today I choose to do it all.
Today, I choose to do it all.
Because it's solstice.
Because it's solstice.
So part of the time, I'm going to ride the waves.
So part of the times, I'm going to ride the waves.
Even if they're bleh or peaceful.
Even if they are or peaceful.
Or exciting.
Or exciting.
And I'm going to spend some time loungulating on the beach in the sun.
And I'm going to spend some time lounging at the beach under the sun.
And relaxing and watching.
And relaxing and watching.
That's my 5 minutes of meditation.
That is my 5 minutes of meditation.
When I watch the waves.
When I watch the waves.
And no matter what.
And no matter what.
I love myself.
I love myself.
I appreciate myself.
I appreciate myself.
I accept myself.
I accept myself.
Just the way I am.
Just the way I am.
That's the constant.
That is the constant.
That's my devotion.
That's my devotion.
That's what I'm here for. No matter what the waves are.
No matter what the waves are.
We're lounging on the beach.
I'm lounging at the beach.
Just being with myself.
Just being with myself.
Just who I am.
Just who I am.
All's well.
All is well.
And then put your hand over your heart. And breathe in. Breathe out. Say, yeah. Good work.
Yeah. I think you touch a key point, which is like, I don't like myself when I'm feeling like this.
Yeah, none of us do. And we start judging ourselves.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until this exercise we did.
Yeah. And that's what it's about. Loving yourself, appreciating yourself, accepting yourself no matter what, because you being a human and having these waves, it's never going to end. It doesn't end. I've hung out with the most advanced people on the planet, spiritual masters, self-realized, enlightened people. And I say, do you still have these waves? They say only every single moment. Yeah, it doesn't end. It doesn't end. As long as you're here in a human body, with a heart, with a mind, with life experiences, it's not going to end. So this is what we do. We cultivate this self-love and this self-care and this self-worth so that we are with ourselves no matter what.
I did not realize that I was rejecting myself because of obviously the ways I felt or the waves.
Yeah.
I realized that, did not realize that I did not like myself when I was that. But sometimes I do take care of myself, but yeah, it's realization.
Yeah.
And acceptance, because as you say, the gift of being sensitive carries along this kind of stuff. And then it's like, you have to accept that part as well.
It's why you're so gifted, is because you're so sensitive. It's why you're so beautiful, is because you're so sensitive. It is beautiful, miraculous, magical It's such an important part of yourself. Yeah. And I love you and I support you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Good one. So,
Yeah.
so sweet. So good to be with you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful. Yeah. Okay, my beautiful, wonderful, amazing friends. It's been so epic being with you today. I'm so happy that life got rearranged and that I was able to stay on with you for a little bit longer and love and support you all. And I am going to go now. And we got to go now. So remember, put your piece of paper out there in the sun. Let it get fired up by the sun. Let your intentions get fired up by the sun. And remember, if you are feeling it and you want to do more of this with me and you want this to be your summer of self-mastery, then follow that link that I put in the chat box. I'll put it in there one more time. And you can book a complimentary 20-minute call with me. I'd love to connect with you. I'm going to do a short guided meditation just to wrap us up, and then we will say goodbye. So let's bring our hands together in front of our hearts. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Take slow, deep, steady breaths and deep gratitude for the countless gifts and blessings in your life. We are so grateful for the solstice. We're grateful for summer solstice. We're grateful for winter solstice. We are grateful for the light and the love and the peace and the beauty and the goodness and the countless blessings. We're so incredibly grateful for each other, for all the love, all the support that we've co-created together today. And we're incredibly grateful for ourselves. We're grateful for all of the challenges that we've faced so far that gave us lessons that we get to now apply to make our summer or our winter the best ever, and to make the rest of the year the best year ever. We're so incredibly grateful for our visions of what we are devoted to creating over the next 3 months, and for the mindset mastery and the heart set mastery and the inspired action mastery that we are going to cultivate every day to consciously create our visions. We're grateful for all of the known and the unknown blessings in our lives. And it's just so sweet when 2 or more are gathered, magic and miracles happen. And I feel it. I just feel so inspired and so grateful for all of your input, your presence, your devotion. And for all of those of you who will see this video in the future, we love you and we support you. So in closing, sending out, again, all of our intentions, let's chant 1 round of the ancient sound, Ah, the sound of conscious creation, fresh starts, new beginnings. And if you want to send some love and light to a loved one, just imagine you're beaming out some mojo to them too. Take a deep breath in. Ah. I bow to, and I deeply honor who you are. In truth, you are love, light, and bliss itself. You are the living embodiment of sunshine. And when you remember who you are, when I remember who I am, we remember that we are one. And gently open your eyes. And as the professor here at Rancho La Puerta always says, siempre mejor. Everything's getting better and better and better, and I'm holding this vision for you. So have an amazing solstice portal day, and I look forward to being with you all on the next page of the adventure. Big love, big hugs. Bye.